The Tammie Jean stream! Oh man, I love watching that Jean stream.
It's Tammie Jean. Here's Tammie Jean. Tammie Jean. And she's finally saying, she's Tammie Jean. Tammie Jean.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the after party. Looks like Ken's running a little late tonight, so I guess I should have done 10:15, but oh well, if I did 10:15, he would have been done at 9:30, so I can't really predict. So I've got some things lined up for tonight, and for the rest, I feel disorganized and unprepared, but let's go. And don't forget about the drinking game. I don't know for anyone who was here last week or the week before, you might remember that there is a new drinking game, and you have to take a sip, just a sip. Every time I say sometimes I just yeah, there was a lot of that. Ooh, I almost did one. So I'm trying to be better, trying to be better about the trying to remember. Just take a breath. You don't have to say So let's see. We got some stuff. Like I said, I got some stuff lined up for today, and the rest, I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me along. But for now, I did 2 polls this week, so I'll show you the poll results. I have a pilot spotlight. I have something interesting that I saw in my analytics, so I'll show you that. And maybe I'll show you a preview. I don't know. I'm working on a video, and I was pretty happy with how it was going so far. So maybe I'll show you a little peek. But let's see who's in the chat. Oh, one other thing. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but last week I told you a little bit about something that I was playing around with in StreamYard, where there's like a thing with latency. So if I have low latency and I see the chats immediately, that means the picture, I think, suffers. If I have a really good picture, then the chat is coming through slowly for me. So today I picked high latency and higher quality picture. So I'll have to see how that plays out. And if I find that the chat is just lagging way too much for me, then I'll have to try another setting. But for now, that's what I've got. So maybe I'm behind on the chat. I don't know. But let me say hi to, let's see, I see Susan Lee, Charles Gillespie, Wedge and Big, Technique FPV, Chris Wedgeworth, TJ Giggles and Drones said hello and he's going to bed. NB Drones is here. JSK Enterprise is here. Joe Merica is here. Northside Hawk. Thank you guys for being here. I see Fly Zone Fly Zone. Is that what I said? Fly Zone drone, Michael, welcome. Mavic Mini Pilot, Quadcopters and Tech, Genesee. I have to make plans with Genesee, you guys. You know, Jenna lives in New York, about 3 hours away, I think. And we keep saying we're going to get together on a weekend and fly together. And she's traveling and then I'm traveling. So maybe in September. And maybe after I hang out with Genesee, there will be a special Genesee episode of the after party. I'm hoping. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Coach is here. Mr. B Outdoor Misadventures. Joe Fotoleo. Brad Guitar Man in Texas. Junk Pick is here. JAS Ariel. All right. Chris Hope and Cryptoman 5000. That's what I'm up to. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for being here. Looks like we've got another good crowd tonight. I'm so excited. Oh, Droning Veteran I just saw. Cool. So I have a few things from, I promised last week that I was going to get my prizes together because I keep putting names in the hat, and I actually have a legit hat. It's that black and white thing on the shelf right there. I have a legit hat and I've got names put in it, but I've had no prizes. So I promised that I was going to have prizes, but I messed up. One of the things I wanted to get were some toy drones, because toy drones are fun and, you know, you could play with your dog or cat with them. You can teach someone else to fly with them. And I don't know, I really like toy drones. But I was finding, as I was doing a little shopping for toy drones, I found that I'm kind of nostalgic about my toy drones. And I really wanted to get you guys one of the ones or two of the drones that I had learned on. I learned on JJRC H6 and H12. H12 was probably my favorite. So I went looking on eBay and on a few different sites to find some H12s because I thought they'd be cool prizes. And I couldn't find any, you guys. I don't think they make H12 anymore. They make H6, H8, and then a bunch of newer ones I wasn't familiar with, but I couldn't find my drone. And then I got really sad about it. And then I was looking everywhere for it. So, there was an So I ended up finding one and I bought it, and I paid more for this drone than I did back in the day. We used to get them for $40 straight from China. No camera, because why bother at that point? You're just gonna break it when you're trying to learn. And I think I paid $60 for this drone, but it's an H12 still in the box, and I was so excited to get it that I don't think I give it away as a prize. You want to see it? Let me see where to put. Oh, there it is. All right, this is the drone that I learned on. And I was hoping, it's so funny because when I was learning, when I was flying, I wanted a white one for some reason, but every time we ordered H12s, we got this copper color. And I had a copper one that I named Penny. So I was actually hoping that this would be a copper color, and it's the white one. But seriously, I couldn't find these drones anywhere. But yeah, I'm going to... a lot of them, Max used to paint for me and make them pink. My fleet was pink, but I did have a copper one that was Penny. I can't get this box open. Oh. It's an unboxing, you guys, of a toy drone. How exciting. Aren't you all glad you're here? Oh, it's so fresh. Ooh. So fresh and so clean, and I don't think I could give it away. But I did get two of the smaller ones, so I'll keep one and I'll give one for a prize. Oh, there it is. And these boxes came really banged up from China, but I checked out the drones and they're okay. This is the H6C. Yeah, these were really fun toys and they were fun to fly in the house and they were fun to fly out in the yard and have the dogs chase them. We used to, oh, sorry for the, we used to run the dogs around the backyard. They would chase the drone and just bark their heads off, chasing after this thing, run through the snow, leaping like gazelles until the day we had a neighbor like shout out the door, like, can you stop those goddamn dogs? And we're like, okay. But that was some fun stuff. I'm nostalgic about my drones. Am I the only one? Are you guys nostalgic about your drones? Do you sell them the minute you want a new drone, or do you keep every single one? Do you still have your toys that you learned on? I'm checking out the chat and I'm wondering how much it's delayed. All right, this is my latest one. Am I delayed, you guys? Yeah, China. Oh, hey, Jim Beauchard is here. Oh no. I think that's what it says in the booklet, and then it says you like very much right underneath it. They really should have people proofread, like people who speak English should proofread, because the manuals are really funny. Maybe I'll check out the manual and see if there's anything good in there. So anyway, yeah, I'm nostalgic about my drones, but I got one to give away, and I was also going to order a little merch. I was hoping for today to put together some mock-ups, like of t-shirts or sweatshirts or something, and have you guys vote. And I didn't get it yet. I didn't get to it yet. Yeah, you still haven't. I pretty much think I have everything. I think I do. Like, unless it got lost, in a box somewhere or thrown out or something. I think I have pretty much all of them. Oh no. Don't. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better this week. Not so many ums. Oh, you donate? Yeah, well, I'm hoping to give some away. I'm hoping. We'll see. I'll have to find another. I had a few recommendations on toys that would be good gifts to give away. So I might have to get something else, not one of the ones that I'm so stuck on. But I do have an H6C, and I'm hoping to have some t-shirts and sweatshirts and maybe a mouse pad, because I think I told you. I love my Maddie's Drone World mouse pad. It's it's such a handy giveaway. I use that all the time. So, hey, Maddie, I see you're in the chat. Oh, and a couple of things from the chat last week, since we were talking about me and my ums, there was something that I thought was pretty funny. Let me see if I could find it. Oh, yeah, it was from Danish. I guess when I was playing my video, that was pretty good. Actually, he had another one too, because a couple of weeks ago, Gary said that as a pilot, bi. And I said, yes, I am. I enjoy both GPS and FPV drones. And Danish had another good one. He said maybe someday he'll go by and get a GPS drone. So obviously, Danish is an FPV guy. But, oh, and one other thing I pulled out of the chat from last week. So this is interesting. And I think I'm going to try this out if I can find it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So Johnny said that shorts do better on Sunday afternoons. I have not gotten into shorts, and I didn't think that I was interested, but then I was editing some drift footage today, and I don't know, I had this really great shot. There was a lot of smoke coming out of the car. The car was sideways, but it was sort of all off to the left. And I thought if I could just like cut that part out and make it vertical, that would be a really good video. So I'm going to mess around and see if I can actually make a short out of some of my good but not so good shots from drift. And if I do, I'm going to post it on Sunday, like Johnny said. And hey, see how it does. You never know. Oh, Big Water is in here. Hey, Troy. I think I said hi to Charles Gillespie. I don't think I said hi to Sunrise Water Media, Chris, or to 107 Drones or Wayne B. Hey, guys. So I get, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Ken's show is over. I didn't really mean to do an overlap, but it looks like we did a little bit of an overlap. Hey, Uncle Bill. Yeah, Uncle Bill. Thanks, man. He said, hit that thumbs up. So, all right. I think we're going to jump right in. If I can get all my stuff organized, we're going to jump right in with the pilot spotlight. The pilot spotlight for this week actually asked if he could be the pilot spotlight for this week. And I thought, you know what? I like that. I like that because that's less thinking for me. So if you might like to be the pilot spotlight, let me know at tammiejeanstream@yahoo.com. Because he sent me, actually, he contacted me on Facebook and said he would like to be the pilot spotlight sometime. And I said, well, how about this week? Because I'm not that organized and I didn't get it together yet. So here we go. And actually, his videos are really, really good. Let me see. I hope I got his information up in here. Do I? Don't I? All right. 1 second, because I've got to pull it off my computer. Oh, boy. See, I told you I was not organized for today. I feel bad. I got like 49 people over here watching me mess around with this, and I still can't find it. All right. Darn it. Oh, all right. I found it. Okay, uploading. I figured out this kind of cool thing with StreamYard. If you want to show pictures, or now my mouse is stuck. Sorry. All right. If you want to show pictures or notes or anything like that, the way that I've been doing them, which is really easy, is to upload them as an overlay. They have this thing called overlay, and it's for like, I don't know, to put some fancy graphics on the outside or something. But like this is an overlay. I just put a picture with my email, these comments, overlays. So look how easy. In that way, I am organized. That's a little organization I try to do before the show, because that makes it so much easier. I actually didn't know how else to share a picture, and when I came up with that, I was pretty proud of myself. So okay now, but I didn't have this uploaded, and now I just did it. So here's our pilot spotlight of the week. It's NB Drones, NB standing for New Bedford, because he lives in New Bedford, Massachusetts, actually right near Wedgenbig. So I'm a little jealous of these guys and these awesome places that they have to fly. It seems like there's water, there's islands, there's lighthouses, there's like all this cool stuff around them. I mean, I guess I have stuff. Everybody has cool stuff if you look hard enough. But I think that these landscapes are just so pretty, and I wouldn't mind taking a trip out that way. I thought that, or what was the one? You know me and my Google Maps. Oh, I was looking at like Thousand Islands area, all the way up north in the top of New York. there's the St. Lawrence Seaway and there's the Thousand Islands area. And I thought that would be a really cool place to fly to. Of course, I haven't checked Air Map yet. It could be off limits. And I know it's on the border of Canada, so I would have to see. But I know like Bolt Castle is up there. And again, all these islands, I don't know, just cool landscapes. I would like to road trip up that way one time. But I say all that to say, let me pull up an awesome video. Now, Chris Campbell of MB Drones, he is doing this series of, I think he called them landmarks, but he's doing like a whole series of different locations. And this is one of them. And this is really good stuff, guys. Let me see if I could possibly be organized enough. Where is it? Oh, here it is. What do you guys think? I thought that looked really good. And he's got some nice editing going on too. And I like how down in the corner, he tells where each area is. That's something I'm a little bit of I'm a little stingy with my areas. I don't always name my areas, but if you'd like to make some like travel type videos, for people who might be traveling to the area or researching the area, or maybe they live in the area and want to check it out. Like, I think it's really handy to have the names down in the corner. I like that. Oh, Ken Heron's here. My 9-piece. I had to cover it all up, Ken. Every single bit. Thanks for stopping by, Ken. I appreciate it. Oh, you were stationed up at Fort Drum. You know what? When I was doing my Google mapping, I saw that was up there. My cousin was stationed up there too. And I say that all the time for the different places I've lived. I lived in California. I lived upstate when I was going to college. I wish I had a drone for some of my earlier travels. I mean, the things I've missed. I want to redo everything, but have a drone. So a few more things I wanted to say about Chris. He does fly the Mini 2. And he told me he's been having some gimbal issues, that he had a little gimbal burnout. So that sucks. I told him my old Phantom 4, I don't know, I had a little gimbal issue too, where every time I flew to the left, just flying to the left, the gimbal would all of a sudden like shake, and then it would just go limp and dangle. And like really like this, I would be sick trying to get it back home because the whole picture is going like this. But that darn gimbal, it kind of sucks. You got this little thing you got to work around. But I think he said he gets a little horizon tilt, which he fixes in post. But the other thing is that Chris is a moderator for the Facebook page that Wedge and Big admins, the United States Drone Society. And when I made this little picture last week, there were 540 members. And I took a quick look today, and I think they're already at 600 something. So this is a fast growing group and an active group. So let me put it up again. So you guys should, if you're not already a member, go check it out and be part of the community. So thank you, Chris, for sending in your video and for letting me do this last minute pilot spotlight with you, and thanks for suggesting it. And like I said, if anyone wants to be the pilot spotlight in the future, just send me a little note and we'll hook it up. So a little bit of repeat news from last week, but hey, let's do the news. If you're new here, I'll just say that I'm not going to do industry news ever because it's so well covered everywhere else. You probably just saw the news on Ken's show. I like to go to those guys, Lawrence and Herman, for news in the industry. And a lot of channels cover it really, really well. So I will not do industry news ever. However, I will do some community news to keep us up to date on what's going on in the community. And did I forget to upload another picture? Oh, here we go. Let me see. Yep, I did. All right. Sorry, you guys. I wasn't kidding. When I said I'm disorganized this week, I am so not kidding. I didn't get enough sleep last night or the night before. Where the heck did it go? All right, maybe it's in here. No. Wow. I lost it. Darn it. All right, well, we'll start over here. Coming up real soon is the Midwest Drone Meetup, August 13th and 14th in Ned Brown Meadows. It looks like it's going to be a really great time. There's great sponsors. Awesome people are going. So definitely, if you are able, I can't say enough about the meetup that I went to, the South Florida Drone Meetup in April. It was just so much fun to hang out with other pilots, like just other people who are interested in what you're interested in. It's so cool. Plus, every time I met somebody, I felt like I already knew them because I watched their videos or I saw their live streams or whatever. So yeah, meetups are really fun. And of course, the very next week is Minefield. So you could really have a heck of a 2-week trip there if you could hit both of those, one right after the other. Also, cool people going to be at Minefield. So that looks like a great time as well. And I mentioned in last week's news about the fundraiser going on for Susan Lee. This is an old screen cap. I know that there is actually been more money than this raised by now, but Susan Lee is a great supporter of our community. I'm sure you've seen her name in live streams. You've seen her name commenting on videos. I mean, she is just so sweet and kind and everywhere supporting the drone community. So if you could spare anything to help Susan Lee out with some transportation issues, I know that she would really appreciate it. And, the drone community appreciates her. So I can't find my other news clip. So I guess I'm going to skip it until I accidentally find it in a little while, I'm sure. Let's see. Let's check the cheat sheets and see what else I've got going on over here. So let me talk about one of the polls that I did this week was about video intros. I asked, do you enjoy intro videos when a video starts with a mini video that advertises the channel? And most everyone said sure, as long as it's short and sweet. 20% said that they do enjoy the cool graphics, the video elements, branding, familiarity, and 20% said no, just get right into the content. And I feel like I might be agreeing with Andy Cortez here, where he said for regular videos, 10 seconds is plenty, and for lives and premieres, maybe 2 minutes. I think I'm on board with that. I do like cool graphics and stuff like that, but like let's say I'm trying to go down and view, maybe I got 10 videos lined up I want to see today. I don't want to sit through a whole lot of intro. Sometimes I have a hard time sitting through a whole video because I get scatterbrained, but I think 10 minutes is good. And actually, I didn't ask anyone's permission. I hope that no one minds me showing their stuff, but I have a few intros that I wanted to share. One is Wedge and Biggs, and he was my pilot spotlight last week. And I actually cut out the intro because I was trying to get just to his content to show on here for the pilot spotlight, but he actually has a really cool graphics for his intro. So let me show you that quick. Looks like it's playing a little choppy. See, I think that looks really nice, and it's short and sweet. I think it is about 10 seconds. It ends up being a little bit longer because he does this really cool thing. If you're not familiar, go check out Wedge and Biggs videos, but I think he's putting one out every other Sunday. But if you're one of the first there, he gives a code at the end of his video, and you can enter that code at Amazon and maybe win a gift card. So like, that's a cool way to get people early in, just as soon as your video is released, right there watching and hopefully commenting and hitting the thumbs up. So I thought that was a cool idea. But let me show you one of my favorite intros. And again, I didn't ask his permission, but I think that this is just genius. And well, I'll show it to you and then I'll tell you why I love it. That is short, sweet, memorable. You get to see a peek of that's Charlie Mafia from his channel is called Drone Psyche. When I hear his video being played, I already know that it's a Charlie Mafia video. You get to see a little peek of Charlie, which that's one of my things. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I like to see who's flying. Like so many videos, and there's nothing wrong with it, but a lot of people hide from the camera. And so maybe they're filming beautiful locations. Maybe they are, doing awesome FPV tricks or whatever, but you don't see who they are. Sometimes with FPV, you see when they land. A lot of times, I think with GPS guys, it's cut out. And I don't know. I don't know why. It's like a curiosity thing. Like, like who's Charlie Mafia? Who's Drone Bum? Actually, if you know either one of them, you do see both of them in their videos all the time. They're good with the vlogging and everything. But, there are definitely people that I have no idea what they look like because they never show their face. They don't even show the drone landing. And I don't know. I like to see that. So I feel like if you don't show at least a little bit of yourself, like, maybe it's just another drone video, I don't know. I like to get to know people a little bit. So I I love his intro because it's short and sweet. You get a peek at Charlie. You see his channel. He reminds you to subscribe and ring the bell all within like 10 seconds. I just think that is genius. And I've got one more person now. If you don't want to make a whole separate graphic to be your intro, you can always just intro the video yourself. Like, hey, I'm Tammie Jean, and today I am flying out over the Hudson, or whatever. That sound like a lame announcer voice, but a friend of mine does some really good announcer voice. And tell me in the chat, do you have announcer voice or like important phone call voice? Because I think that I think I have important phone call voice. I don't think I go into announcer voice, but oh yeah, you're really shy. You're on camera like hours per evening on Sunday night, Uncle Bill. You lie. Oh, you don't show yourself in your drone videos? But see, we do get to know you, Gary, because you do live streams. So, I think that's awesome. I do like to get to know people a little bit. You're all set. What do you mean? I don't know. I do like to see everybody. Oh wow, the chat is jumping around weird on me right now. Sorry, you guys. What? Why? No, keep your germs to yourself. So anyway, my friend TJ does great intros. And I always have my little TJ segment.
We're living in a crazy world, but we need more laughter from teens.
Now, TJ is not afraid to be on camera. He's on camera all the time. He talks to the camera all the time. He sings songs. I hope you're subscribed to TJ. He's so entertaining. But I put together 3 little intros from recent videos that he has done. And I don't know. I don't think it gets any better than this.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Teach Giggles and Drones.
Check the hat.
Hello, folks, and welcome to Teach Giggles and Drones, even though I am wearing a Mendez Drone Ops shirt. Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Teach Giggles and Drones.
Come on, that's awesome. I love that he just goes in front of the camera and talks. He's so comfortable. I'm trying to get that comfortable. I think I've been doing okay. I don't think I've done a lot of ums today, right? Like, I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. But yeah, TJ cracks me up with his intros. And actually, you know what? He's consistent. Hello, boys and girls. He welcomes you to his channel. Like, I think that's awesome. I think that everyone, yes, that's right. He has a distinctive laugh as well. I think that his videos are great, and I think his intros are great. And I might have to make a video where I just like, hi and welcome to, I don't know. We'll see. I do too. He's having some stickers made up, actually. And he gave me a sneak peek of his new stickers. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Michael from Fly Zone Drone designed them for him and made them for him. I'm not sure. I'm trying. But yeah, his stickers look really good. So I'm looking forward to getting one of those. TJ and I are trading stickers. His are going out in the mail, hopefully tomorrow. I didn't have time today. And I'm waiting to get his. Isn't it funny? We're all like grown adults and we love trading stickers. I don't know. I love it though. I'm not even sure where I'm going to put all mine. I might like frame them up and put them on my bookshelves or something. I'm not sure. I've got some on my, my ideas notebook back there. I put stickers on, but I'm not quite sure what to do with them, but I just love them and I love everybody's designs. And yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. We're grown adults and stickers. What is this now? Oh, that was your narrated voice. Actually, I thought you did a really good job. If you guys were watching the Ken Show, I thought that sounded like a pretty professional narration voice. I thought that was really good. I thought you did a really good job with narration. Well, I don't know. We pretend, right, Jim? We can at least pretend. All right, so let me see. I did do one other poll, and it was more coming off the conversation that we had last week about when you edit videos, do you think about your audience and try to make it entertaining for them? Let's see. Yes, I try to make it entertaining. But, everyone, I guess, is trying to make it entertaining. There are a few people who are just making videos they like, and I think that's okay too. And actually, I agree with Northside Hawk on this one. Dominic said he likes a combination of the top two. Like, you try to make it for your audience, but hopefully you're also making something that you like. So I was thinking about it again, though, because I don't know if anyone has been by my channel, but I have to make more videos. I'm like 10 videos deep in stuff I need to edit. But the most recent one that I posted is me chasing airplanes while Max is flying. And so I was thinking about audience again, because I was thinking what I would want to post. There was a 2-minute long clip, my best tracking of the airplane. I mean, I was like right behind the airplane. I had it in frame really nicely. I came around the side. I was at the back. I did such a good job of tracking it. But you put a 2-minute airplane tracking video, even to music, it was just too long. But I wanted to show off how well I was tracking. So if I made that video for me, it would have just been that 2 minutes of me right on the tail of this plane, what I thought was my best job of tracking an airplane. If I was making a video that Max might prefer, and I think actually the audience as well, I would have shown, if I captured them better, I would have shown all the tricks he did with the airplane, because, he's doing barrel rolls, he's doing loops, he's doing all these cool tricks with the plane. And that's actually more interesting to watch than me just sitting there tracking. So it's like, if I'm making it for me, I'm trying to show off my excellent flying ability. If I'm making it for the YouTube audience, I'm trying to keep it entertaining. I'm clipping it up, I'm putting it to music. So isn't it funny, though, no matter how much time you put into a video, it seems like everybody just watches the first minute. Do you guys see that when you go on your analytics? It's like after the first minute, people just start dropping off. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh. Off center? Well, the thing about that, I have a confession. I put the microphone dead center because I felt like I had too much cleavage. What if I just move it like back a little bit? I kind of like it right there. You think it should be off center? That messes me all up, Chris. Chris is so helpful too, because I am still like, I'm new with this microphone. I'm new to StreamYard. I'm new to everything. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting, although I think I have it a little better this week. You know what I did with the lighting, you guys? I found a nightlight mode on my computer because I have a very big screen in front of me. So wait, let me show you. When I don't have the nightlight on, see, it's like I turn bluish purple. So I turned the nightlight on my computer screen, and that was actually someone's suggestion in the chat. Maybe it was Brittany. I don't know. Someone in the chat told me, well, that they use like a nighttime version of the screen. And I couldn't find a nighttime version where everything is dark, but I did find this nightlight version where it's a little bit more yellow. So still working that out. And yeah, you know, I don't want annoying sound. All right, how's that? Is that better? Because I think Chris has really been helping me out with the microphone. I know he was saying like, I don't remember, was it 6 inches away, or I didn't want it too far away because I felt like I was a little too soft spoken to have it too far away. I've got it up on my 2 books. Oh, thank you, Brad. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so what should I do now? Rotate the mic. Oh, so that I'm more sideways to the mic. Okay, but see, I thought that Chris said I was supposed to be talking into the logo. Or wait, should I stand it up more? He said I was supposed to be talking into the logo. Or I turned it sideways now. Gary's suggestion is good. Wait, where's Gary? Oh, okay, that one. Okay, I was already reading it. Okay. So now it's a little sideways and still central. Oh, just barely rotated. Okay. But you know, we got to work out the kinks, right? We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. All right. We're going to try that. Oh, that sounds better. Yeah. No more pops. Ah, I didn't know I was popping. See, thank you guys. Like, this is what I need. I need a little instruction. So I'm probably going to end up going back when I rewatch this, and I'm going to screen cap this picture right now so I know how to put my microphone. I've got it centered, but slightly turned. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. So I'm trying not to say but I'm reaching for my cheat sheet. Oh, I did have one more no, I already showed the poll, right? Yeah. I already showed the poll about the audience. Okay. Next. All right, so question. I was going to show a little bit of, I was going to talk a little bit about some analytics stuff, but is that boring? Be honest. I kind of like digging into the information and trying to figure stuff out. Like, why did this video do so well? And why didn't this one do well? And, you know, how come this one I worked so hard and I got no views? And how come this one, like, I just kind of threw it up there and it seems like YouTube shared it out and that got a bunch of views. So I'm always looking at my analytics and trying to figure stuff out with it. But I want to know from you guys, like, is analytics boring? This is the after party, and I'm making it like school. I don't want to make it like school. All right, Michael said no. Well, you must be into analytics then. I mean, I think like last week, let me see if it's still up there. Last week, I just did a real quick thing about, you know, the best time to post a video, like checking out when your audience is online. And I saw Deneen said she didn't know that and she thought that was really cool. So I did pull some things out that I've been looking at. So I thought I would just share it with you guys. Well, you can let me know. Cut me off if this gets too long, but I'll try to make it quick. And let me play. Well, so here we are. Analytics. I know when I did the analytics poll last week, you guys, a lot of you said that you do like to check them and see what's going on and check your views and all that stuff. So what I was looking at was click-through rate. Do you guys know what that means? Because I didn't. And I did look it up a little bit. So when you look at your analytics and you go to the analytics of a particular video, and then up at the top is overview, and then the next one over is reach. And I just never really understood reach. So on the tabs there's impressions, and then there's impressions click-through rate. And I really wanted to understand what that stuff means, and I never did. So I looked it up. Impressions, I mean, that's kind of obvious, but it's how many times your thumbnails were shown to viewers on YouTube. So impressions could be from YouTube sharing out your video. It could also be from someone searching something. Like, I know a pretty popular search term, I always hashtag DJIFPV. And when people search that, a list of things come up, and that counts as an impression too. Like if my little thumbnail comes up, that's an impression. So YouTube sharing it out, either on the home page or like, when you're watching a video and there's all those videos along the side, that's them too pushing your stuff. So those are impressions. But then, where'd it go? But then the click-through rate is how often viewers watch a video after seeing your thumbnail. So that's the part where, we all want to do better, because if you have an interesting thumbnail, and I think it's really a combination of like your thumbnail plus what you wrote below it, but thumbnail first, because we're also visual. That's what people see. They see your thumbnail. And is your thumbnail going to make them want to click on it? But also the title underneath. And I always try to do them different. Like I don't write the same exact thing underneath that I do on my thumbnail, because I think they're both supposed to work together. You don't really need to repeat yourself. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. So I thought I was figuring stuff out with my thumbnails. Oh, but so with click-through, see this particular video, this was my seasons change video. I guess that they really like that thumbnail that I made, because my impressions click-through rate on that was 6.3, and anything around a 5 is good. Like 5 or above is really good. So I saw that, and that kind of made me want to go through and just kind of research some of my thumbnails and see how they performed. I've been trying to do nice thumbnails since I started. And I think I said last week, I felt like I was over promising, because here's this like cool thumbnail. It's got words on it and everything. And then you click on it and watch my video, and it's like newbie with the DJI FPV drone. Like, I don't think they were good videos, but I did get clicks. I did get views. So here's what I was looking at today. Now, what's interesting is impressions is how many times people saw your thumbnail. So if you look at my chasing planes, there were 4.8, pardon me, it's not COVID. There were 4.8K impressions, and my click-through was 4.9. So that was pretty good. And so far as of this morning, that had 312 views on it. So that's pretty good. But then if you look at the one below, Too Ugly to Fly, had less impressions sent out by YouTube, but my click-through was great, 8.9. So that video did pretty well, even though there were less impressions sent out by YouTube. So that was a good thumbnail, right? So I was thinking, okay, maybe it's the ones that I put my face in, right? Because people like to see people, not just scenery, I'm thinking. So then I was looking at the ones on the right. They were both from Drift. The one on the top was shared out more. And again, look at my click-through rate was 7.1. That was great. And the one below it, my click-through was 3.7. It was actually very low. So I think I'm onto something, right? I got to show myself in the thumbnail, especially maybe in our community, like just saying I'm a female, and it's kind of a male community for the most part right now, right? So maybe that's interesting. So then I was looking at these, and then my theory went right out the window because, again, my seasons change had nice click-through rate. My enduro race, pretty good click-through rate on that one. I guess, I did a good job, good angle on the cars. I don't know. But the two on the right, I'm showing my face, and they both had shitty click-throughs. So then I was thinking, all right, so maybe it's what I wrote. Miami mashup? What the hell does that mean? Like, how about Miami from the air, aerial view of Miami, drone over Miami, like anything that might tell what it is, Miami mashup? Like, I was thinking maybe that was just a really stupid title because that was a pretty crappy click-through rate compared to how my other thumbnails were reported. My other thumbnails were doing, but then the one below it too, Hobby Island. Terrible click-through rate on that. And there I am smiling pretty and everything. But again, where is, or is it Hobie Island? I don't even know. But it's like, I said the location, but I didn't say it was drone footage. I didn't say it was aerial footage. I didn't say it was cinematic. I didn't say anything good. I just said the location. And then, just because I have goggles sitting on the top of my head in both of them, it doesn't mean that people know what that means. I mean, in the top one, I did have the drone, but when you're looking at a thumbnail, that's probably pretty small. So, those didn't do well. And so there went my theory of, all I got to do is put my face in it. No, that didn't work. So, yeah, I think it's a combination of what you write and trying to make it visually appealing. So how fast we scroll through everything. I mean, it takes a lot to grab someone's attention. But the other thing that in doing a little thumbnail research, there's also a little bump that you get when you have a very, very good performing video. So I'll tell you what I mean. My best video ever, surprise, surprise, is nude sunrise drone flying. Look at all of those impressions. But that's not, that 99,000. But that's not from YouTube sharing it out so much. That's because, believe it or not, one of the most searched terms on YouTube is nude. Also naked. Also nude beach. Nude beach, naked, nude, all over nude beach. Yeah, that everyone searches it. So when they see that thumbnail, that is an impression. So that had 99.4K impressions. But my click-through was also pretty good because, what are these two up to, right? So that's got the most views I've had on any video ever. But the very next video that I put out was Frozen Hudson River. Now, because I had such a great video with so many views, YouTube actually shares the shit out of the next thing you put out. So my impressions, 32.6K, that's all because of YouTube. They're like, wow, this girl is onto something. And the next video that you post, they're like, boom, boom, boom. They're sharing it everywhere. But look at my click-through rate, 1.5. That's the worst I've had on any video. So I don't know if they overshared it to people who wouldn't be interested in seeing this kind of footage, or like Frozen Hudson River. Again, I didn't say it was drone footage. I didn't say, aerial views of the beautiful Hudson Valley. I didn't say anything that really lets you know what it is. So for having 32,000 impressions, that performed like shit. I mean, 991 views is actually like really good, but not compared to how many impressions were put out there, right? So that was a shitty thumbnail. And I kind of blew the chance I had, like, of YouTube sharing out my video like crazy. I blew my shot on that one because that video should have, it was a good video too. Like, I really liked it. but it should have had way more views considering how much that thumbnail was put out. But the one right under it was the one I put out next. YouTube didn't share it out quite as much, but I was still getting a bump off of the nude sunrise video. And my click-through was much better on that one. At least I said cinematic river, cinematic winter. And even though cinematic is the most overused word on YouTube, you know it's true. People say it when it's not even true. They do. But it does get people to click. Everyone wants to see cinematic, whether it's like cinematic flyover of a landmark or if it's cinematic FPV. Like, people love cinematic. So yeah, the cinematic one had nice click through, but I wasn't getting as big of a bump as I did with that first one. If I only had the click-through rate on Frozen Hudson River that I did on Cinematic River, like, I would have had a really high-performing video right there. But, you know, like I said, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn analytics. I'm trying to learn what works. I hope class wasn't boring today, you guys. But that is what that's what I learned about thumbnails this week in doing a little research into my analytics. So, class dismissed. No, not yet. Let me see what else I had. So, I don't know. Did you guys do any flying this past week? Because I did. And I was really, really happy with it. I was thinking I might show you a little peek. We were at the drift track last weekend, and I think I've already explained, but drift is so fun. If you fly anything, it's so fun, but definitely if you fly with goggles on your face, like, drift is so fun. It is so fun to chase cars. And I think I've already said that I don't think drift videos are necessarily for everyone. I don't think I'm making drift videos for my YouTube audience. I think I'm making them for the guys at the track who were driving and they want to see their car going around the track. But this past weekend was a competition. So these were the better drivers. And oh man, it was so fun because they were just tearing the hell out of the track. The smoke is everywhere. I mean, you know what? It's cinematic. It's cinematic with that smoke all over the place. So I don't want, let me see. Oh no. Wait, where'd it go? The chat's moving flat. Okay, so Jim, you were flying beach. You know, that's on my list. I want to fly some more on the beach, on the shore, something. Too windy in Australia. I think Northside said he's in Melbourne. Yeah, wind is tough. I think that, I don't know, a lot of drones can handle the wind, but I find with the DJI FPV, I get a lot of this. I don't like it. It's like I can fly, but it's just being knocked around too much. I don't like it when it's so windy. But this past week I caught a really great sunset. I didn't load that one up, but I did load up a little bit of, I'm not done with my drift video yet, but I was going to show you a sneak peek of it because I was pretty excited about it. I thought I was doing some decent flying. Like, I feel like I was pushing myself a little bit. I was trying to get a little closer to the cars. I'm usually kind of a safe distance back, like tracking them from back here, but I try to be a little bit more here. You know, Max is up here. But actually you can see his drone in some of these clips because I was flying at the same time. to those rocks. Like I flew through rocks. But it was so fun. Like that, it is such a good time. If you guys haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. Let me see what I'm missing over here. I don't know. I think I'm behind. On the chat. But yeah, I have a good time chasing drift cars. I have a good time chasing the RC airplanes. I mean, chasing just about anything is just so fun. It's like it adds a whole different element. And am I right? Like smoke is cinematic. I mean, I thought it looked really nice, but I'm into it. I know not everybody's into it. So I was talking about oh, and I cut it off, but one of my favorite follows of a car ever. Like I think I wonder if it'll pick back up where I left off. A really good follow. Oh, you can see Max's room there. I like that last one. I thought I did a really good follow. You know, sometimes I clip it because I'm trying to keep it like kind of fast moving and not like, because I could, again, it's just like chasing the plane. Like I could show my flying abilities and just follow one car all the way around the track. But I think that gets a little long and a little boring. So I try to clip it up a little bit, but I just felt like I was doing a good job. Like, I was doing a good job following, and I was a little closer than in my past drift videos. I'm not gonna lie, I cropped in a little bit. I tried to make it look like I was a little closer than I was, but this video I really was close. Like I felt like I was doing a good job. I saw someone asked what I was flying. Where'd that go? I lost it, but oh, there it is. It was Brad. Which drone? I fly the DJI FPV, and I love that drone. You know, everyone calls it the POS, and I call it the POS too because I know if I crash it, it's going to shatter like glass. But it's really fun to fly, and it's also fun. Like obviously, I'm not real FPV. I'm in between, but I like flying and feeling confident that I'm not going to mess up and crash. You know, if I mess up, I could just stop flying and it'll DJI stop and there I am. I'm safe. So I like that, and I also like that I can fly far and I can fly over water, and I think we got the little hack on ours, so I can fly pretty far. You know, line of sight, of course. But yeah, chasing cars is just really fun. And I've chased other things too, but it's not right to chase deer and it's not right to chase birds. So I'm just saying, like I start to do it because I'm like, oh, look, a bird. And I'm going after a bird. And I'm like, leave the bird alone. Like you're not supposed to harass nature. I was flying and looking at 2 bucks in this field. It was almost sunset, and I kind of knew that they would be over there by the trees. And so I flew over to see these deer, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to chase them, you know, and I did this little pan away. And then I flew over by this tree and outrun 2 little Bambis. I mean, 2 little baby fawns running away terrified. And I was like, oh my God, sorry. Like, I didn't mean to do that. Like, I didn't mean to scare the babies out of hiding. I felt horrible, but I didn't know that they were there. I was purposely looking for the big guys, but I didn't know the babies were there. I felt bad about that. So anyway, oh, so funny thing though happened too while I was flying at the drift track. just a funny comment. We fly from up inside of a skybox, overlooks the track, and it was probably the first skybox that they built at this old racetrack. I mean, it's pretty ghetto and ramshackle, and it's going to fall down, but it's nice and comfortable, and there's AC, and we camp out in there. It's cool. But that for the competition, one of the staff was up inside of the box with us, and he had his little walkie-talkie so we could hear what people in the other skybox were saying. So while I'm flying, I have the goggles on my face, I'm flying and I'm chasing these cars, I hear on his walkie-talkie, someone from the other skybox said, it looks like such a circus out there when the drones are chasing the cars. And I was like, a circus? I mean, I think they look cute. I think they look cute chasing the cars, but that's me. But yeah, I started laughing, and then people from the other skybox are going, doo, 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 doo. And I mean, I think it is all kind of silly, but yeah, sometimes I wish I recorded everything. Let's see what's going on with you guys. I think that's cool. Wedge and Big and NB Drones are right near each other, and they get to fly together all the time. Like, that's cool. I think that's really cool. It's nice to have people nearby. The Flying Hobbyist Show. What? Is that me? Am I the hobbyist, or are you guys talking about another show? Oh, well, that's okay. Let me see. I see a lot of stuff I've missed. I don't know. I don't think I could catch up. I don't think I could catch up now. Oh, I'm sure, because you guys film some really great locations. I mean, I love the locations you guys get. A lot of times I end up going right down the road because that's where that train trestle is, or I go to the river because Jasper wants to put his little feet in the Hudson River and cool off. And, the river is scenic. And if I fly it right, it's cinematic, Oh, okay. I guess stay tuned for that. Maybe you'll make the news. Community news coming up, Maddie. That was my other thing. Well, I'll save it for next week's news, but my other news clip that I couldn't find this week was about another show that I was gonna, try to advertise a little bit. Let me see what else I had on my little cheat sheet here. I talked about intros. Oh, so I guess a couple of ideas that I want to run by you guys that I was thinking about for future shows. I was thinking about ways to make money with your drone. Would that be an interesting topic? Because I think it is. I mean, it's like, just because you get your 107, it's not like you get your 107 and all of a sudden jobs start dropping in onto your lap, right? Like, we still have to go out and seek out ways to make money with our drones. So if that's something that you want to do, I've been jotting down a list of ideas of ways to make money with the drone. And of course, some are just kind of like making opportunities for yourself. It's not like they're official jobs with a business, surveying land, or, what I think is funny. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to get my 107 and then I can do like real estate and stuff. I think people underestimate real estate stuff. Like, I've seen good stuff, and I don't think it's so simple to do. I don't think it's just like throwing your drone up and taking a quick video. Like, I think there's a whole art to that. Just like everyone thinks that they can be a photographer. I don't know if you've run across that, but I certainly have. It's like, I'll just get a camera and do it myself, because that's going to be so much better than a professional could get. Like anyone could take a picture, anyone can take a drone video of a house, like I think just in general, people underestimate what it takes to do well at something. But I don't think any monkey can do real estate. I don't think any monkey can pick up a drone. Like I think you need some experience and you need to know how to fly it and fly it well and smoothly and be able to get the image in your head or the image in your customer's head. But I was starting to make a list of more casual money-making opportunities, I guess. So maybe on next week's show, I will start throwing around some ideas with you guys about ways to make money with your drone. Side note though, I was on Facebook earlier today and someone asked if anyone had drone footage of this particular town. Happens to be the town I grew up in. And it so happens that I've been working for I guess this past year, collecting footage to make a video of the town that I grew up in. Just a little bit nostalgic for me, but also, a lot of people move away from their hometown and they would love to see a video of it. And I don't know if you guys have these Facebook pages, but there seems to be Facebook pages for a lot of towns. Like, you're from what, fill in the blank, whatever town, if whatever, like there's all these like local pages for different towns. Whenever I have posted drone pictures or drone footage or a link to one of my YouTube videos on my hometown page, people go nuts. So I've been working for this past year. I'm getting my hometown in like all different seasons. I've been trying to get the local festivals, the fair that they have every year, people playing basketball at the park, people skating on the lake in the winter. Like I've been trying just to collect everything and make a video for my hometown. But that was actually one of my ideas for making money with your drone because, and this is like, not a problem to share with like everybody because we all live in different areas, right? The area that you live in, and not every town has money to pay for drone footage, but I was thinking even the county that I live in, the county that I grew up in, like everyone has a website. And I have heard of, like, let's just say I put up drone footage of all the major landmarks in, Orange County. Like Orange County probably has a website and Orange County would probably love to have my video up in there, especially if I'm showing all their landmarks, all their festivals, different seasons. I mean, you could hire someone to make that video, but they would just be making a video right now of the season that we're in, like right now, summer, which, all right, that's the most pretty. But I was just thinking of making local videos to really just like, I'm out flying anyway, and I'm at all these parks anyway. So every time I fly a different park or fly a different landmark or, this lake, this dam, this, hiking area, this mountain, I've been just throwing all those little clips into folders. And at some point in time, I'm going to make a more focused try and say, okay, let me make this video about Westchester. Let me make this little video about, whatever town. And I have and then at that point, you can either go to your local, local, I didn't even have a drink tonight. Well, I can't even think of the word I wanted. I didn't even have a drink. Just coffee because this is late. But go to your local county, go to your the different websites around, and you could either try to market it yourself, or I've seen where people just hashtag things on their YouTube or on their Instagram, and people come to you and say, "Hey, can I use that?" Sure, but there's a licensing fee, and that is just kind of something that I wanted to do Not like I want to spend all my time doing it, but just kind of keep it in the back of my mind when I'm out doing things that I'm already doing. Because, like, I'm already going to the river, I'm already filming the lighthouses and the bridges. Like, I'm already filming all the cool stuff of the area. So I don't think it would take that much to just get everything together and make local videos. And I think that's an opportunity that any of us could do, just make local videos for who knows. I don't know about the whole stock footage thing. Like, I've never really gotten into that. And I don't know. I've heard it doesn't pay much, but yeah. I think Chamber of Commerce is what I was trying to think of, and I couldn't come up with that, Michael. I don't know why. But so yeah, that is one of the things that I was thinking about for making money with your drone. Because if you're going to start licensing footage out for, I don't even know, would it be for a year? I mean, I would have to look into pricing. I know nothing about it, but that was something I thought I could do while I'm not even doing it, just doing what I'm doing. I have had gigs though. I have my 107. I got gigs off of Instagram just from posting pictures, and people liked my pictures. They liked my style, and they just approached me. One that I did was for a while, right up until the pandemic. And then I don't know if it's like everybody scaled back during the pandemic, and they were like, maybe we could use you in the future, but we're going to take a break for now. I was like, because it was the funnest job. I was taking photographs for the Instagram account of a multi-million-dollar horse farm, horse breeding. They bred not thoroughbreds. What was the standard breds? I mean, they're racers, but it was this beautiful 700-acre farm. Pardon me, 700 acres, by the way, is I think the size of Central Park in New York City. I mean, it's huge. This is a huge, huge farm. Like, I couldn't even walk it. Like, I would drive to different locations, fly my drone, take pictures of the horses. I did ground pictures too, ground and drone, and I would give them a mixture every month, and they would put it on their Instagram. And like, it was the easiest money ever because it's just, I would drive out there on a nice day. Jasper would come with me. I'd see the horses. The funny thing is, I really thought that horses would be afraid of the sound of the drone. Like, just in my head, when a drone is taking off, I had my Phantom 4 only at the time. It sounds like a swarm of bees. Like, I just thought that the horses would be terrified. I'll have to show you some of my horse pictures next time, but the horses were just curious. So the second I put my drone up, all the horses would start coming over, and they would just look, and they'd be all lined up like they were lined up for school pictures. It was the funniest thing. Like, the horses were just curious. Maybe, I mean, hey, all they do is eat grass all day. They were probably bored, and hey, what's that? They would just all come over and see the drone. So that was a lot of fun. I used to fly the drone first, and all the horses would come in and look at it, and then I would take ground shots too. I don't know if there's any photographers out there, but I'm a Nikon girl, Nikon D750. I almost bought the 810, but I have issues with carpal tunnel, and that camera was just too heavy for me. So it's up on the shelf. So yeah, Nikon D750, that's my camera. I love it. And I feel like it's getting dusty. Isn't that crazy? Like, I used to be so into photography. Like, the weekend's coming, I'm going hiking, I'm bringing my camera, I'm taking pictures. That's it. Like, that's my weekend. Bringing the dog, of course. At that time, I had 2 dogs. Bringing the dogs, going hiking. That's it. Every weekend, I knew what I was doing. I was going to be outside, getting some air, getting some exercise. Well, then drones came along, and the reason that I actually got so into drones is because I wanted to take pictures with them and get good at that and just add a different perspective to my photography. And next thing you know, I'm just all into drones. Oh, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been taking pictures since I'm like 8 years old. I love taking pictures, and I never thought that that would have been eclipsed by anything, but drones are more fun. Sorry. Drones are definitely more fun. Let's see. What we got? You know what? No. Just the DJI FPV so far. Well, not true. I did fly. Oh, what was it? I flew another drone once. Well, I did some time on the simulator, not a lot, but I did some time on the simulator and I was doing pretty well. And I did fly. Oh, what drone was that? I don't know, but Max put it into angle mode for me. So it wasn't as hard as full on FPV. I wasn't like in acro, but I was flying it around and I enjoyed it. I was a little nervous because, as you know, with DJI, like if I have a little itch on my little nose or like a mosquito biting my arm, like I can put down the controller, I could stop flying, I could scratch, I could smack, I can pick my nose, whatever. But with the regular FPV drone, you can't. So I was a little worried about that. Oh yeah, also because hair always goes in my face and in my mouth, and I feel like it's a bug, but got the fan blowing on me right now. But so I did fly it and I actually really enjoyed it. And I felt it was a little bit challenging, but like I thought I was doing a pretty good job. And then I got the DJI FPV drone and that's all I've been flying. But I would like to hook a regular FPV drone up to digital. I would like to try it. I would like to, I want something more sturdy before I go into manual. And probably before I go into manual, I definitely need more time on the sim. But I would like to try it because there are, as much as I love the DJI FPV drone, there are things that I am not doing with it because I don't want to break it. Like I know other people fly the shit out of their DJI FPV drone because they're good. They're probably not going to crash it and break it, but I don't feel like I'm at the level where I can flip it into manual and last very long. And, it's fragile. I don't want to kill it. I actually thought maybe like after vacation, because I have a road trip coming up, I thought maybe after vacation, I might even try it and just plan to send it into DJI Care Refresh. Just plan it when I have nothing coming up, no big trips, nothing that I really absolutely need a drone for. If I could just take 2 weeks off, like I could almost like plan to break it and I'll just flip it into manual and I'll just do it. I will definitely record that. I'll make sure to get the tears after I kill it because I'm sure I would kill it. I've thought about it though. I think I would bring it to the trestle. It's nice and wide open. And I think I would, go 3 mistakes high and just see if I could do it. See if I could land it. I don't know. I don't even, I would have to do the simulator first. I don't know how it would feel. But yeah, that's a thought that I have definitely had. Like, what are we talking about now? Pilots, huh? I don't know what's going on in the chat. I love though that the chat is a whole nother show. Like afterwards, I always go back and rewatch the show and reread the whole chat because there's always something going on here and I have no idea. I can't keep up. Oh, okay. We're definitely having a conversation about pilots. Oh. Well, I self-identify as a digital content creator. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I walk around saying that I'm a pilot, but I mean, I guess I am, especially since I have a 107, but I don't know. Oh, you know what? I just scrolled way down and I can see that I am so behind in the chat, but Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Silver Fox. I want a carbon fiber drone, and I want to be able to crash. I want to be able to go straight on into a tree or into the ground, and maybe there's a little bit to fix, but I don't want to just like kill it. Tiny whoops. Yeah. I have right there. I have that's a tiny hawk. And I like it. But I didn't like flying it around the house so much. I felt like I was not. I don't think that little guy is that precise. And when I'm trying to fly down the hallway into the bedroom, spin around, come back out, maybe up over the ceiling fan or something, I don't feel like it was flying as precise, and I wasn't as good as I would need to be to do that either. So I enjoyed the Tiny Hawk outside, and that's what really started to give me that feeling that I enjoyed having goggles on, and I enjoyed flying around. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to reread. Like, I don't really know what's going on with the whole pilot thing. That's a lot of people, Paul. A lot of people's hands start to shake. And actually, that's what used to happen to me when I was flying the toy drones. Like, that's how I started. And actually, I really like that as a way to start, because you learn how to fly, you learn how to control the drone, how, I don't know, you just get the feeling of actually controlling it. Whereas I think that a DJI drone is an easier start, I guess, because it does have the safety features and it does have GPS. And, if you get confused, you could just stop. If you confused roll and yaw, you could go, whoops, and you could fix it and no harm done. Whereas with a toy drone or an FPV drone in acro, like, you're actively flying the whole time. There is no oopsie, and oopsie lands you into the tree or into the ground. So when I used to fly my toy, my little H12 that I was showing before, here it is. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I am nostalgic about my little toy drone that I used to fly, and I wanted to buy a toy drone for prizes to win on this show, and I ended up by myself a brand new toy drone. It's so dumb, but I really wanted it. But yeah, when I was flying the H12 toy drone, I was actively flying the whole time. I was a little bit afraid to crash. And yeah, my hands would shake because I didn't want to kill it. And I also didn't want to walk 4 blocks away and try to find it in someone's backyard. We did a lot of that. But I started flying the toy, like, here I am, and I would fly forward, left, backwards, right. And this is what I would do, like, over a pretty wide area, but I'm over this field and I'm just making a big square. And the day that I decided to turn left and then turn left again, I mean, I'm flying line of sight. It's easier actually to have goggles on. I'm flying line of sight and I'm trying to turn it and fly back towards me around this field. Oh my God, I'm not a natural. I'm not a natural. But I had a lot of time to learn with my toys. And so, oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to have to read back and see what the heck is going on over here. See, I agree. And there's nothing wrong with it. People who got that first drone and it was a Mini 2 or whatever. And I mean, I think that's a fine way to start too, but I feel like I have, I don't know. I feel like I have the desire to fly an FPV drone because I did used to fly the toys and I did used to actively fly, and I did enjoy that. Even though my hands did get shaky, they really did. Like, sometimes I would be like flying and I'd be like, is this battery almost up? Because like I just need like to to breathe for a second. And then I would see that I had like 5 more batteries to fly because you always got to buy extra batteries. Oh, that's what I didn't buy. I bought these toy drones, but I forgot to buy the extra batteries. Now I'm going to have to buy extra batteries. Oh, yeah. When is that on, Bob? Is he on right now? Wait, what's going on? Oh. Private pilot. Oh, geez, the terminology. I'm an aerial photographer. How about that? I don't know. I mean, that's what I do. Well, I guess not just photographer because I like to take videos. I'm a digital content creator. I don't know. I don't know what the ramifications are of that, but that's how I identify. That's how I self-identify. I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, geez. I guess I have to go and check out check out Dre's stream maybe and see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know if I want an official title. I don't even think I want to be called a YouTuber necessarily. I don't know. So what are we all identifying as out there? Can we all self-identify right now? Roll call. Who out there is a pilot? Oh, aerial content creators. See? Yeah, thank you, Bob. So he was doing his live tonight. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess I missed some kind of good conversation over there, huh? Or maybe not so good. Seems like people are maybe a little riled up. I don't know. KB United, I don't think I said hi to you earlier. So hello. Thank you for being here. I hope I'm not rambling on too much. Somehow there's still 36 people here. So thank you for everyone who's sticking it out with me as I like ramble. Let me see. Oh, so yeah, so I want to talk more about ways to make money with your drone next week. So, let's brainstorm and let's come back and see if we have some ideas we can share with each other. I don't feel like that's the kind of thing that I don't feel like there's a finite amount of jobs out there and like we have to keep them secret from each other, so that we don't run out of jobs. Like I feel like we're located all over the place. It's not like, all 35 of us live in the same town and I'm going to give away my big idea on a job. Like we all live different places. So I feel like we can all definitely like brainstorm and figure out ways to make money with the drone. Even as I like side gigs. When I was younger, I thought I didn't really want to work in an office. I wanted to just have like 12 side gigs, so that I would never be bored. Like I didn't want to sit in a chair in an office. Of course, that's what I end up doing. But I thought it would be fun. Like, it's Tuesday morning, I'm doing this, and then I'm going to go do that. And then I'm going to have a photo shoot. And then I'm going to go, I don't know, take pictures of this. Like, I just wanted to have like a bunch of different things to do all the time instead of just sitting at a desk all day. Thankfully, I don't commute anymore. I work from home. But when I used to commute, like I would be driving down the highway thinking I should be on top of that mountain right now. I should be taking pictures right now. So, that's another thing I wanted to ask you guys. So that was one idea I had for next week is making money with your drone. But another one, something that I'm working on right now, like, I don't know if any of you guys are into, well, I know I got some GPS people out there. For those of you that are into photography, have you ever sold your photography? Because I have, and I've made very good money with it. So I was going to share a little bit about that, but I wanted to see if anybody was interested in my thoughts on selling photography because, again, I like side gigs. I like side money, and I was making very nice side money selling my pictures. So, oh, wait, let's see. That's okay though, because I thought too, even about like, I can retouch pictures. I've done that. I've well, I've restored old pictures. You know, the pictures that get like cracked and like there's a big diagonal crack right through somebody's face, you know, old Aunt Sylvia, you know, and you need to fix it for them. Like I used to do that as a little side gig. I used to, and this is pretty funny, but you'd be surprised how many people ask. I used to Photoshop people out of pictures, you know, so like, you know, it's a great picture of, you know, this guy and his girlfriend and the guy's dogs, and there's, you know, a beautiful sunset and mountains and this and that. And the guy's like, can you take her out? Sure. I can do that really easily. So, yeah, I used to do just, you know, like you say, Chris, like side gig of just sitting there retouching pictures. A lot of people had old pictures that they wanted retouched, but I definitely got those requests to take people out of pictures a lot. But that's like fun. I don't know. I kind of like the challenge of that. I want to know. I want to know what your other side gigs are. Because, yeah, I don't know. I like, I mean, my day job pays well, so I won't leave it. But I would like to have enough side gigs set up so that when they eventually, you know, offshore my position, which I'm sure I've got another year or two, and then there's already talks. I think my job's going to be over in Poland somewhere. So, oh, that was big, you guys. But I would like to have side gigs set up so that when my job does go away, I'm like, see ya, because I got enough, you know, that I don't need the regular 9 to 5. That's what I would really like to do. Yeah, something like that. But so yeah, if you guys want to know about selling pictures, I could tell you a whole lot about that. My side gig with pictures was on Etsy. Etsy is a website. It's changed a little bit over the years, but when I first started on Etsy, it was anything handmade or vintage, and that's it. Now there's a bunch of resellers selling crap from China on there. Like, it's pretty obvious, but that's how it started. And I used to sell my pictures on there. I used to sell vintage items on there. And I used to make really good side money on there. I mean, for having a 9 to 5, I just felt like it was minimal effort. You know, I get an order, I get some pictures printed out, I go to the post office. Like, that's not a lot of effort. It wasn't a lot of time out of my day to make what on a slow month might be an extra $500-$600. On an average month, it was about $1,000. And between September and December, it was like $2,000 a month off Etsy selling pictures. So if you guys want to learn more about that, I could definitely definitely tell you all about Etsy. I took a big break from it, but I am in the process right now of setting my shops back up. So I'll see how different it is from when I used to be on there, but I have a lot of knowledge on Etsy. Oh, you know what's so funny, Dominic? That is one thing that I actually could never do. I don't know why. I don't have the mind for designing logos. It's one of those things I definitely tried. Like, I've always been artistic, and people have asked me over the years if I could design a logo, and I don't know. I just fall flat with that. I just really can't. I don't think that's my thing. I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys are still talking about Dre. I feel that something big happened on his stream, and it was during my stream, and I've missed it. But Pixel Pusher, yeah. Pixel Mover. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, those are my ideas for next week. Making money with your drone. Selling photography. Let me see what else I had. I had a couple of things for next week. But I don't have all my notes with me. Sorry. We are not quite at 2 hours. Who's still here? There's still 30 people here. How? You guys must be entertaining yourselves over there, because I can't imagine that I'm that entertaining sitting here talking to myself. You know what? No one has been sending me in videos to play. So I'm going to remind you again. Tammie Jean Stream at yahoo.com. Send me a link, send me a video. Also, like, send me a note and tell me that you'd like to be the pilot highlight of the week. Like, definitely volunteer yourself. I'll share your pictures, I'll share your videos. We'll show everybody your Instagram, your YouTube page, like whatever. I do want us to all be in here, supporting each other, because and I want us to all get to know each other. Oh, and just a reminder, for anyone that was here last week, we were talking about Northside Hawk. He is now, well, I think he's up to 114 subscribers now. But I was just really irritated that someone told him he would never get to 200. Like that, I don't know. That pisses me off. So I don't like anyone that's like discouraging. Like, someone's trying to do something. Why are you going to discourage anyone from doing anything? Like, let them try it. Let them go at it. Like, how can you tell somebody you're never going to get there? Good night, Bob. Casey, thank you for being here. I saw the droning veteran is dropping off too. Good night, you guys. I really appreciate you coming here and supporting me. I'm not really sure how this is even watchable, but I thank you all for being here. Oh, wow. Well, you've got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, wow. Those don't sound like side gigs, though. Those sound like, wow. A Badland aircraft. I don't know what that is, but I'm wondering if that's a model size or a full size. You sound like you do a lot of stuff, Doug. And if I remember correctly, Doug lives in Pennsylvania. And the reason I know that is because one of my ideas from a couple weeks ago was to make a map. And I keep putting everyone on the map. If you have not told me where you live and you want to be on the map, let me know, because what it is it's pretty simple, really. It's a Google map, and I'm not being specific. I'm not putting people, I'm not putting towns. So I'm just putting one pin per state, and I'm listing everyone that lives in that state. So if you find yourself traveling, and you're going to be in Texas, you're going to be in Pennsylvania, where Aerial Images by Doug lives, like, I think it's cool to hook up with other pilots and fly. So I'm putting together this Google map, and I'm going to share the link soon. Like, I was hoping to fill it up a little bit more. I know where a lot of people live, but I don't want to put anyone's name in there if they haven't said, please put my name on the map. So if you would like to be on the map and you haven't told me yet where you live, then, feel free, drop it in the chat and let me know what state you're in. He takes this seriously. I think he takes everything pretty seriously, right? I think he takes everything pretty seriously. He's a professional, like I think he's the exact opposite of me, because and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying, like, he's someone who is knowledgeable, and he's concerned with procedures and doing things correctly. And meanwhile, like, I don't like to read the manual, and I'm definitely guilty of like flying my drone without ever reading the manual or knowing what it does. And I actually think that's bad. Like, I think you need a little bit more knowledge before you take off, and a little bit of procedure, and check this and check that. So, but I think he takes everything seriously. And like I said, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but probably the opposite of me. I think I'd rather try it and figure it out as I go for a lot of things. So, yeah, well, you know what? I think I have a lot of names on there so far, because I've been collecting a few names on every live stream and adding them to this map, and I'm pretty sure I can just share a link to it. So I think that Nice. So I think it's going to be shareable. Maybe next week I'll drop a link and you guys can see how it's coming along. But yeah, I think it'll be fun because like I'm going on this road trip. I might be leaving on Saturday. I'm not sure. I thought I might actually have to wait until I got another paycheck, but no, I think I'm going to leave on Saturday. I'm going to Ohio to visit my dad, and then I'm going to Tennessee to visit my daughter. And I think it would be cool even just to be able to ask somebody in Ohio, where do you fly? Like, not that I want to get together with everybody all the way, through Pennsylvania, through Ohio, down through Kentucky, Tennessee, back out through Virginia and up north. Like, I wouldn't have the time to meet up with people, but I even think it's good to have resources. Like, who lives in Tennessee? Who can tell me where it's cool to fly? Who knows where there's a good bando? I don't know, anything. Something that's not a state park or a national park or whatever. Like, I think it'd be a good resource to have, even just to know where people are. So yeah, I'm putting that together. Thank you, Susan Lee. And I did say hi to you earlier, but I think I haven't seen your name in the chat in a while. I didn't know you were still here. Thanks for hanging out with me. So yeah, so the map is coming along well. And so, yeah, I thought of that because I don't know. I think as of right now, Aerial Images by Doug is the only person I know in Pennsylvania. Oh, you're an hour and a half from the track. You are closer than we are because that's over a 2-hour drive to get to the track. I wonder if I have you. I'm going to have to check. Maybe not. I'm going to have to check and see if you're on the map, Chris. But if you're not, I'll put you in. So let's see. Oh, there's an app. Drone Nation, no way. I have to check that out. I guess what I had been thinking, I mean, that's cool too. But I think I was thinking like we all see each other all the time. Like we see each other's names all the time. We get to know each other. And so it'd be nice to know familiar people. Like an app probably has way more people and could be more useful in a lot of ways. But also like, who is that guy? I'm not going to contact him. I don't even know who he is. You know what I mean? Like I thought to have all of us who sort of hang out on the live streams and comment on each other's videos, like, we feel like we know each other. Like if I was going to Canada, I would not feel weird to say, hey, Jim's droning. Where should I fly? Or if I was going down to Texas, I'd say, hey, Chris, what do you recommend? And I wouldn't feel weird about commenting these people that I feel like I kind of know. Whereas on an app with a lot of people, like I probably would not reach out and ask a question. So, oh, no kidding. You're in Tennessee. I will be probably an hour away from Nashville. So you might have to let me know where I should go fly 107 because I will be there for a week. And I hope to be doing a lot of flying. See, isn't that crazy how the hobby for me has changed? Like I would have been looking for places to go hiking and take pictures in Tennessee. And now I want to know where to fly there. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to fly. I want to take pictures with, I still fly my, my Phantom 4 all the time. And I like the pictures that I get out of Phantom 4. But I'll be flying that and taking pictures. I'll be flying the FPV drone. I always fly them both wherever I go. And that's all I want to do. That's my hobby now. I think I laugh at that because I was such a photographer. But you know what? The other thing too, Jasper, my pup, he can't hike the way he used to hike. He's not going to be climbing mountains with me. When I went through the Great Smoky Mountains last year, I found all of the cool driving tours. So I could drive through and see things and not really get out of the car too much, except, oh, here's like a nice little overlook. And I would get out of the car and take some pictures back in the car, take him to another spot, walk him a little bit back in the car. Like there was no major hiking. Jasper's big hiking was, oh, look, there's a stream. And we walked up the middle of a stream. Like I don't go anywhere with him without some rubber boots because I know that we're going to be walking through the water. But I can't hike with him anymore. So the way I climb mountains now is I fly the drone up there and I take a better picture probably than I would have from the rock up at the top. So yeah, that's my hobby now. I'm completely converted. I guess we all are. What did you guys I know that I asked a couple of streams ago, I asked what else you guys do for hobbies. And I know there was some people do some 3D printing. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know people do 3D printing. I know I think Bob Casey said he shoots guns, and I don't remember what kind, but he does like targets and that sort of thing. That's his hobby. I'm trying to think what else. But people someone did like CB radio type stuff. But yeah, I'm wondering like if any of you guys have hobbies that you've almost kind of brushed aside now that you've gotten into drones. I would be curious to know because I do feel like my poor little camera up there is just getting dusty these days. Like I still always bring it. Like I still always bring my camera because I'm always afraid that there will be something that I wanted it for, even if it's just a hawk or an eagle in a tree or a bear in the road. I don't know. Who knows? I always bring my camera, but it's not my main thing anymore. Like when I come home, even from a vacation, I have videos on my phone. I have tons of memory cards full of videos and pictures from the drones. And then I take the memory card out of my camera and there's like 50 pictures on there. You guys, there would have been 2,000 pictures on there back in the day. And now it's like, it's so underused now. I don't know. I was using it when I had that horse farm gig. I think that was the most I've used it in a while because I did take a lot of ground pictures for them. But they hired me because they liked my drone pictures as well. And they had such a huge, huge farm that they wanted to get aerial shots of it and stuff like that. Hey, Ray Kelly is here. What? It's after 12? I just looked at this from Ray and it has a timestamp of 12:01 on it. And I didn't realize that it was after midnight already. I guess my coffee did me well tonight, you guys. Definitely. See, this is what I like. When I first started talking about the map idea and how we should know where each other is, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was thinking about road trips. And also I noticed in the chat, I think it was Johnny Drone Flyer. Like someone in the chat said that they were from Louisiana or New Orleans. And Johnny was like, hey, I'm right nearby. And like, it sounded like they were making plans to meet up. It's like, boom, we made a love connection right here in the chat. Like, that's what I want to see. I want us to get to know each other and where we all live. And if we happen to be driving through or whatever, like, it would be cool. Like Maddie's going to be on his way from Florida up to Chicago, right? For the Midwest meetup. Like, wouldn't it be cool if on this long road trip, like you just stop off real quick and fly near Nashville with 107 drones? Like, wouldn't that be, if you got to take a smoke break, like, wouldn't that be an awesome smoke break? Like, I think that's, look, I like my own idea. Okay. And no, I think it would be cool. Like, if we could all just get together more, even just like meetups are cool. But again, like, you're on your way someplace, going out to, let's just say, Connecticut to visit my friend Tracy, and oh, hey, so-and-so's in Connecticut, or at least there's a recommendation on where to fly while I'm in Hartford, whatever. Like, I like us to all come together a little more and know where everybody is and be a resource for each other. And also, hey, if you want to throw, links around and subscribe to each other, that's what I forgot to do, you guys. I have a whole list, a really long list. It was here. I have a million little like note cards with notes written on them, but I have a whole long list of people that I was going to hand out wrenches to today before the show, and I ran out of time. So pretty much if I've seen you here in the chat, I'm going to throw you a wrench. Dominic, that's good. Drone Tinder. Exactly. Like, let's all hook up. If I've seen you here in the chat, I'm planning on throwing you a wrench, and that would make it easier for everyone to, sub each other. If you want to do that, throw your own link up in the chat. Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Chris. You get a wrench. Everybody's going to get a wrench. I can't tell because I'm in StreamYard right now. Everybody looks the same. So I can't tell even who's wrenched up and who's not. But when I was watching the chat back from last week's show, I just saw all these people without wrenches that like I would have totally given wrenches to. Like, okay, like Fly Zone Drone, I know that you don't have a wrench right now. I noticed that. And I'm totally gonna wrench you up. But yeah, I can't see it here in StreamYard, but I can see it when I watch it on YouTube. And I made myself a really long list, and everyone will be wrenched up for next week. And so sorry about that. That was definitely my that was my bad, because that was my plan for this week, is that there would be a lot more wrenches running around. Yes, you taught me how to do that. And I know so what I was planning on doing, Maddie, is I was going to take my list. I wrote everything down, and then before the show, I was just going to go into, because I found this section where you can just go in and add people's names so they don't even have to be in the chat. Like, it could be before the show and I just enter names. So that's what I was going to do, but I ran out of time. So yeah, I apologize to anyone that doesn't have a wrench. You're going to have a wrench. I think Susan Lee doesn't have a wrench yet. I remember seeing her name and I was like, oh, why? Why doesn't she have a wrench yet? Hey. No, it doesn't. It sounds interesting. Come on, Chris. So yeah, that'll be for next week. How are we doing? There's still 20. I'm surprised to see that there's still 29 people here. And did I start too early this week, going on at 10? Should I have waited until Ken Heron Show was over and gone on at 10:15? I'm always just not sure when to start. I'm never sure when to start. Okay, so like next week, he's doing a replay. But I notice a lot of people are going to the replays because I know that there's still a chat open over there and everything. So I don't want to try to do a live while he's doing a replay. Like, I know last week I started early. I started at like 9 and I really liked that. But there weren't as many people here because they were all over at Ken's rerun show. So I don't know. So next week is a rerun show too. I guess I'll just do it at 10. I can never figure out what to do. I guess I'll just do it at 10. Next week, same time. What would they say? Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, well, you know what? You know what I think it is? Well, there's a lot of people that, probably haven't seen his older shows. And I mean, they're entertaining. I personally like stuff live, but I think also, though, like I was saying earlier, like every show, there's 2 shows going on. Like for this show, there's me up here talking. I don't see how that's entertaining, but then there's you guys talking to each other in the chat. So I think sometimes a live stream or even like a premiere or like Ken's doing the replays, it's really just a place for people to go and hang out, right? And talk to each other. So I think there's still a lot of people, you know, hanging out over there and chatting, because that's what we do on Thursday night or you know, on any night. Oh, well, now we're getting a little complicated, Michael. So would I have to like minimize this screen and then also open a, see, I think I would have to go over to the YouTube tab and see, when I'm over there, I can't see what's going on over here. Well, look, I made a list. And it's kind of a long list, but I'm just going to wrench up everyone that's been here. So you know, thank you, everyone. Like, I'm still surprised everyone's still coming back. Actually, when I wrote the description for this live, I was like, are you coming back for show number 5? Like, I don't know. But again, I when I thought of doing Thursday night, I just thought it'd be a place for everyone to come after the Ken show, which is why it's the after party, and you know, hang out. It's late here on the East Coast, but everywhere else, like, it's still pretty early. Maybe it's not bedtime yet, and I was hoping there'd be nothing else on, and you guys would hang out over here with me. So that seems to be working out, I think, right? Yeah. I think that seems to be working out. I am 2 hours in. There's still 27 people here. Like, I think that's pretty all right. I think that my theory was correct. There's nothing else on. Like I said on my first show, I was thinking about the Late Show, like how, like, if you've ever watched, I used to watch Conan O'Brien. I don't have TV anymore, but I watched the Late Show, and then I would just automatically start watching the Late Show because it just came on and I didn't turn the TV off yet. So I was thinking of this as the Late Show, you know, like, you're not ready to go to bed yet. There's nothing else on. Let's go see what Tammie Jean is babbling about. But, you know, for next week, like, I already have my ideas, but I would love some more videos to play. So before I forget, I'm going to say it again. Tammie Jean Stream at yahoo.com. You know what? The after party at yahoo.com, that was already taken. And really, that's a pretty generic name, the after party. I was rethinking it after I named it that. I was like, you know how many channels and how many streams out there are called the after party? It's generic. The Tammie Jean stream was probably better. Like, I thought it sounded silly. Like, when Ken said it, I thought it sounded silly, but really it's more unique than the after party. The after party is totally generic and dumb. But so yeah, when I couldn't get the after party at yahoo.com as an email, I found that I could get Tammie Jean stream at yahoo.com. So send me a link to your video, or let me know if you would like to be the pilot highlight of the week, and I will put that together. And I'm going to try to be a little more organized next week. I always say that, but it sneaks up on me. I swear to God, like, Thursday rolls around so fast. Open up another tab. Open up another tab. YouTube. Just the chat. See, here's the thing, though. See, I got a lot of problems over here. You ready? I got a lot of problems. Problem number 1. If I am too close to the screen, I'm all blown out because my screen is really big. So I have to be back. So if I'm all the way back here and trying to look at my computer, like, I need the chat to be as big as it can be so I can see what's going on. And I have to have this StreamYard one opened up so that I can, do this kind of thing, right? And yeah, Maddie showed me how to do that. So actually, the only people that have wrenches right now are the people that were early to show number 1. That's it. Those are the people, anyone who has a wrench right now, they were early to show number 1, and that's why they have a wrench. And those are the only ones who have it. Or no, I did add a few people, but next week I'm going to try to add everybody. And so you can, yeah. Well, you know what happens, Maddie? Sometime tomorrow afternoon, I can watch the replay and the chat will be up because, the chat isn't up immediately. So sometime in the afternoon, I can watch the stream and watch the chat. And then I can see all the questions that I missed, the funny comments that I missed, and that's why like the next show will start off with chat review of this show because I know that I can't see anything and I can't follow. But yeah, so I'll do that tomorrow, but then I'll take the weekend off. And then Monday is a busy work day, and so is Tuesday. And the next thing I know, it's Wednesday, and I do the show on Thursday, and I don't even know who the pilot highlight is. And that's why I always feel like I'm like, oh my God, how can it already be? I always feel like I'm not prepared. It's like I've got a whole week, but I'm not prepared. Oh, what am I going to do now? Resize the chat. Well, I mean, it would be helpful to be able to read them, but I also want to be able to click on them like I'm doing right now, in which case that makes the YouTube chat a waste of screen because I can't click on them. I don't know. All right. All these instructions. Oh no, I get the chat the next day, but it's not until like afternoon. Like when it first starts tomorrow, it won't have the chat on it, but by the afternoon it has for me. Because that's when I usually go through. Like Friday afternoons, I'm a little bit slower at work, and that's when I go through the show and go through the chat and pull stuff out of there. I missed something. Maybe because we're talking about resizing. Good night, Crypto Man. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate all you guys being here. Ah, that's what you see. My coffee did me good today because I know last week I started yawning. I was like having such a hard time. I kept looking at the clock. I'm like, are we there yet? But that'll be my next thing. You know what? I'm not going to worry about trying to get all of these windows open on this computer. What I would like to do is because of work. Yeah. Well, that's what I need. And because of work, I have some extra screens because during pandemic, I started working from home, and then they just told us that we can work from home permanently. And I went into the office and picked up all this stuff. So I do have a couple of extra screens. I just have to figure out how to hook this all up. But I would love to just have another screen and be able to see everything nice and big. Have a good night, Maddie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for trying to help me. I'll have the tech side figured out eventually. Oh, I don't know about all that, Ray. One of the reasons that I did not want to do like interviews, like I think I'll occasionally do interviews, but one of the reasons that I really didn't want to do interviews is because on Ray Kelly's show, he interviews all of the drone pilots and he does such a good job. And then he and Johnny are on Johnny's show, on the Fly for Fun show, and they do interviews. And I'm not going to do it as well as they do it. They've been doing it for a while. Oh, and Brant Ariels on the Hour Before the Hour. He does interviews. So I feel like there's a lot. I feel like interviews are covered. Like these guys all do such a good job of interviews. That's why here's my idea for interviews. And I kind of said this a little bit earlier when I was talking about Genesee. What I would like to do is occasionally have interviews with people I've met up with. So I have, thank you, Michael. Good night. I think I'm going to be saying good night too pretty soon. But what I would like to do is I would like to hang out with other pilots. So like I would like to hang out with Genesee. And we hang out and we fly together. And then I have her as a guest on the show and we could talk about our flying. We could show behind the scenes. Like it would be a different kind of interview because we've gotten together. And I want to do the same thing with a few different pilots here in New York. I'd like to hang out with Deneen sometime. And then maybe I'll have her on as a guest. There's a few people that I've had in mind to be, a possible like guest or special co-host for the night or whatever, but I want it to be with people that I've hung out with and we can kind of show how our little adventures went. So I may occasionally do an interview, but I mean I'm not going to do better than Captain Ray Kelly Monday nights 6:00 or Johnny Wednesday nights at 7 on the Fly for Fun show. Like, and you all know the Hour Before the Hour because Gary from Brant Ariels is the first Oreo cookie. I think we're talking about we're the Oreo cookie because they're the Hour Before the Hour. You've got the Ken Heron Show, and then I'm the after party, so we make a little cookie. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Gray. So it'll be an occasional thing, like after I've had a special event, I guess, that I'll have an interview on. But yeah, I might try to just take a different angle on it, because like I feel like they do a good job and they ask the questions, like they ask the things I would want to know. I want to know how people got into drones. I want to know what they fly. Yeah, Gary does a great job at the Hour Before the Hour. And like I said, they cover the things I would want to know. They have interviewed the pilots that I would want to interview. Like I love this community and all the people in this community, and I love learning about people. And if, a lot of times I'm on these lives and you don't know I'm there because I'm listening while I'm doing other things or I'm still working or whatever. But I'm on a lot of people's lives. Like, when there's a higher number over here than you've got in the chat, that's because I'm in there listening. So, and sometimes I don't say hi because if I say hi, then people say hi back. And then I'm sitting there like chatting when I'm supposed to do other things. So a lot of times I'm a stalker. I apologize. But you guys all have great shows and great interview shows. So I'm not going into that realm so much because I feel like you've got it covered. So yeah, I agree. I do like getting together with other pilots. I think that's fun. And I'd like to go some other, go other places, fly different places, have little side adventures and then come back here and tell you all about it. Yeah. See, I do that all the time because I don't have the radio on. I have a live stream on and I'm listening in. So I definitely do that a lot. All right, you guys, it is way after 12. I am surprised that 23 of you are still here. Maybe it's not your bedtime yet. I feel like it's coming up on my bedtime. I also feel like unless you guys give me like a topic and say go, I feel like I'm going to run out of things to say too. Oh, definitely. I'd come over anytime for sure. Yep. He's a lurker too. I'm a lurker too. But But that's what happens though, is because all of our friends are in these lives, right? So the second you say hi, or if you like, I've listened in the car and I'll say, hey, I'm driving, but I'm listening, but I still see people saying, hi, Tammie Jean, hi, Tammie. And so it's like, do I say hi at all, or do I just listen in and I'm adding to your watch time and I'm giving you your thumbs up? I just, can't like participate in the chat all the time, but I'm usually around. Oh, fun, Ray. Ray's good about getting together with people. He's always getting together with people. When he's in Florida, he's taking people out on his boat to his secret spots. No, that's cool, Ray. You're always getting together with somebody. This retired life, it must be fun. That's what I want to do. Forget my whole idea on having all these side gigs. I just want to retire and go fly and meet up with people and travel. That's the life, Ray. You've got the life. He's a snowbird. He's in Florida for the winter and back in New York for the summer. Yeah, see, West Coast. That's what I was thinking, is West Coast might be my people, because you guys are up after the Ken show. It's a little late for me. I had coffee, but I figure most of the country is still pretty much up. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about you boating in Florida. You have a boat up here in New York too? What is Ray up to? I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea, Dominic. I think, you know what? Because I think, see, this is why I don't like that I called this the after party, because I think that's generic. Meanwhile, somewhere in the bush, that's memorable. You're not going to forget the stream that's called Somewhere in the Bush, right? I think that's good. I think you should go with it. I'm very curious to see a stream from Dominic. I know he wants to start doing a live stream. So when he does start a live stream, that's going to be one of my news clips, because I'm going to tell you all to go over and check out Dominic's live stream for sure. The Ford POS? Oh, no. The boat is just in Florida. Oh, okay. I didn't know how much of a snowbird you were, Ray, if you had like a whole setup here in New York too, to bring your drone guests out in the boat to your New York secret spots. Oh yeah, I know the time difference is so crazy. I'm on at noon in Australia, everybody. In the Melbourne area. Good night, Chris. Oh, no kidding. So, tell me in the chat when that is. Like, I think I know when the Ready Set Drone is, but tell everybody in the chat, and I'm gonna put that up too. I'll come check you out running the live stream. That'll be fun. Oh, tomorrow evening? Okay, so Friday night, everybody, check out Chris from Sunrise Water Media running the Ready Set Drone live stream. We're all gonna be there. You know what? Okay. There's 21 people here right now. I don't know if you all normally go over to Ready Set Drone, but wouldn't it be funny if the week that Chris is covering, there's more people than normal? Wouldn't that be funny? Can we do that? Can we all go over to Ready Set Drone tomorrow night? First Friday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time? No, you guys, we have to do that. I just think it'd be funny. I don't know how many people he normally gets in his live stream, but wouldn't it be funny if like there was a huge bump when Chris is doing it? Let's all do it. Come on, let's all go. I'll be there, Chris, tomorrow at 8. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be in the live stream. Let's all go, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to play Good, Ray. Let's all get together. See, I started to say before, and I think I interrupt myself, which is ridiculous, but I started to say that I wanted us to all support Dominic in his goal of getting 200 subs before this other guy who tried to discourage him. So if you haven't yet subscribed to Northside Hawk, let's just do it just so, you know, he can say in your face to somebody, okay? Like, I want us to all get together and do that. And let's all get together and bring this Ready Set Drone show to like its highest its highest viewership ever. I think that would be great. Oh, so 6:30 Central Time, so 7:30 my time. Okay. All right, yep, we're going to be there cheering you on. We support each other here. That's what we do. Oh wow. No, I like this idea. Do you like this idea? Can we make this the best stream ever for Ready Set Drone? Let's spread the word. Put it up on your Facebook. maybe we could get them to post it on the United States. Let me see if I have it on United States Drone Society page. You know, we can. I'll ask Paul to put it up there. Let's get everybody over to Ready Set Drone tomorrow. I think that'd be awesome. Is that bad? Is that like evil thinking on my part? I think it's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna get the outro ready, you guys, since it's it's 12:30 here. I think the 16 of you that are left, you've been here for my longest live stream yet. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. Like, it's really awesome. I thank you for being here and helping me along on my journey of trying to become a live stream chick, because this is definitely new to me. So I'm trying, and I hope that I was at least mildly entertaining. And I hope you come back next week. Thanks, you guys. Let's see. And yeah, and if please email me. And also, if you have even like an idea for something we can discuss on the show, like, I'm open to ideas. I'm open to anything. So feel free to shoot me a note on Facebook or on Tammie Jean's stream at yahoo.com, whatever. And I thank you all. Tammie Jean out.
I think she's wearing her three-piece in this.
I don't know. Sometimes I just, you know. So thank you.
I want the vitamins she's taking.
And